Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing today? So, we're going to dive into this Master Educator preparation, theory prep, okay? I'm your dynamic instructor. I'm Tiffany. So, we got two parts. And this is going to be like the fast track training because I'm going to go through volume 1, which has 11 chapters. It's going to be a series of multiple choice questions. It's 11 chapters. This is chapter 1. This is talking about like the career in education, the career education instructor. Like you want to make instructing out of education. So this just kind of going to warm you up. Some of what the curriculum includes is, lesson planning, personality, and professional conduct, development of a barber course, student learning principles of teaching, basic teaching methods, teaching aids, testing, self-evaluations, teaching adults, classroom problems, classroom management. Then that's on the theoretical side. Then when it comes to the practical, it comes with assisting with senior students, assisting with junior students, theory class, assisting teacher, observing teacher, learning office procedures and state laws. That's definitely very, 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 very important. And then grading test papers, assisting the teacher, observing and grading. So, those are the two like main categories. You got your theory, then you got what you're gonna do practically, like what you actually doing. The assistants, those students, making sure that they're able to be prepared for state board. So you preparing for state board. This testing is like the same thing. So you're getting a feel of what it's going to feel like on the other end. And then on the theory work, now you're studying and you're doing exactly what these students going, need to be able to do and have to do in order to become a licensed barber. So definitely hats off to you because it's a selfless act. When you really position yourself to be an instructor, a dynamic instructor. When you do that, that's very selfless, but it's putting yourself in position to give and receive. So I'm super excited that you're even willing to pursue in this endeavor as a barber. So give yourself a pat on the back, okay? So again, chapter 1, this is more so fast track. We're going straight into study questions, okay? Study questions. If you have your My Lady Master Educator course book, I'm going in the review exam from this course book. So if you don't have this, get it. And each chapter that's covered in here is what's about to be reviewed now. Okay? So today's master educators will have qualities that will A, facilitate learning, B, exhibit loyalty and fairness. Okay, let me get these glasses on. Okay. C, demonstrate competency. D, all of the above. The answer is D, all of the above. Okay. Number 2, to ensure a positive working environment, your actions and performance will be A, proactive towards your employer and institution, B, negative towards the staff, C, sarcastic and demeaning of the institution, D, speaking ill of the students. A, proactive towards your employer and institution is the answer. Number 3, upon receiving a license to teach, master educators will continue to gain new knowledge by A, earning continual education credits, B, earning the minimum continual education credits, C, earning 40 or more continuing education credits, D, earning 10 continuing education credits. C, earning 4 or more continuing education credits is the answer. 4, for educators to achieve recognition as authority figures, they must first have self-esteem and confidence. To hold someone in high esteem is to A, be fashionably groomed, B, have no fear of failure, C, be honest with students, D, hold in high regards and prize accordingly. The answer is D, hold in high regard and prize accordingly. Number 5, the belief in one's own power and ability is called A, skill development, B, confidence, C, self-esteem, D, ego. And it's B, confidence. Number 6, combined actions or operations performed by a team described by saying 1 plus 2 equals 3 is termed A, synergy, B, teamwork, C, collaboration, D, fusion. It is A, synergy. Number 7, being friends with students and personal relationships outside of the classroom may A, disrupt the order that you have in your classroom, B, cause questions of favoritism, C, challenge your authority, D, all of the above. The answer is D, all of the above. Number 8, the master educators will be aware of ethical standards and will A, avoid criticism of others, B, keep confidentiality, C, instruct without prejudice and avoid unethical practices, D, all of the above, and the answer is D, all of the above. Number 9, learning occurs when the classroom is A, teacher-centered, B, serious and student-centered, C, teacher-driven, D, student-centered and fun. The requirements for an educator to influence the classroom is A, being a subject matter expert, B, self-confidence and a climate of serious learning, C, high moral value, D, self-confidence and self-esteem. The answer is B, self-confidence and a climate for serious learning. 11, employers value educators who A, wear the latest trend, B, have legible handwriting, C, require less supervision and have initiative, D, have good housekeeping skills. The answer is C, require less supervision and have initiative. 12, being prepared and planning lessons properly will assist the master educator in maintaining A, correct punctuation, B, good posture, C, proper breathing, D, self-control. And it's D, self-control. 13, The responsibility of portraying a professional image rests with A, the client, B, the guest speaker, C, sales clerk, D, educators. 14, to be just or fair. Oh, the answer is D, educator. 14, to be just or fair so the successive results or events are the same is called A, consistency, B, compassion, C, courteous, D, motivation. The answer is A, consistency. 15, the human qualities of understanding the suffering of others and wanting to do something about it is termed A, courteous, B, desire, C, consistency, D, compassion. The answer is D, compassion. 16, good manners and polite behavior term is A, courteous, B, consistency, C, compassion, D, desire. A, courteous. 17, external motivators will have little effect unless students are ready to A, rebuke them, B, accept them, C, denounce them, D, refuse them. The answer is B, accept them. 18, to want something in a deep longing that impels people to believe that they can obtain their goals is called A, spiritualism, B, hard work, C, imagination, D, desire. The answer is D, desire. 19, in your free time, A, associate with positive people, B, do things you enjoy doing, C, eliminate I can't from your whole vocabulary, D, all the above. I'm sure that was D. 20, being a successful master educator will depend on the degree of your A, compassion, B, self-control, C, courteous, D, self-motivation. The answer is D, self-motivation. 21, which of the following is now believed by the medical profession to be a result of mental origin rather than physical in nature? A, bunions, B, carpal tunnel, C, fatigue, D, myopia. And the answer is C, fatigue. 22, which of the following can help an educator become more enthusiastic? A, exercising, B, maintaining a good balanced diet, C, wake up singing, D, get regular checkups. It's C, wake up singing. 23, by introducing new ideas and activities daily, the master educator will ensure A, returning students, B, late arrivals, C, high absenteeism, D, a large clinic. The answer is A, returning students. 24, educators must be able to master communication with their students who vary greatly in A, age, B, background and attitude, C, culture and beliefs, D, all the above. The answer is D, all the above. 25, when learning about new topics, it is best to A, speak your piece, B, put in your 2 cents, C, let yourself be heard, D, keep an open mind. The answer is D, keep an open mind. 26, an awkward moment may be turned into an insignificant moment if you A, build a bank of poise, B, storm away, C, put the blame on someone else. D, cry. It's A, build a bank of poise. $27. Holding grudges can be A, satisfying, B, harmful when applied to students, C, mind-boggling, D, proactive. It's B, harmful when applied to students. 28. To develop a pleasant, enjoyable, gracious, and amenable personality, A, make the best of what you have. B, focus on the future rather than the past. C, don't live in fear. D, all of the above. The answer is D, all of the above. 29. A group of peptide hormones that bind to optate receptors and are found mainly in the brain are called A, tryptophans, B, serotonins, C, phytalic enzymes, D, endorphins. The answer is D, endorphins. 30. As a master educator, you will radiate energy, good humor, and motivation because of A, positive attitude, B, fashionable style, C, good character, D, perfect posture. The answer is A positive attitude. We have completed chapter 1. Thank you. Stay tuned for chapter 2. Again, in volume 1, we have 11 chapters. So we got 10 more to go in this volume. So get ready. Let's go. Let's get it. See you in the next chapter. I'm your dynamic instructor. Study. If you need anything, let me know.